am Ambassador Dr. Julius Oyedemi, your most astounding CEO 2023 P1 Group. The best radio to listen to is no other than Cedarwood Luxury Radio. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Michael Akwetier. I'm the Managing Director of P1 Pro, and I want to encourage you to subscribe to Cedarwood Radio.
This is Cedarwood Luxury Radio, Nigeria's first real estate radio.
Hello listeners, you're here with your global multiple award-winning real estate celebrity, Honorable Dr. Bolaji Osage Onolaja, PhD, FIPA, Nigerian Youth Role Model, and the CEO, P1 Atlantic Property Network Limited. Keep listening to Cedarwood Luxury Radio.
All right, beautiful afternoon to you, Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome to yet another amazing moment right here on Nigeria's first real estate radio, Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio. Of course, it's another moment to get updated, to know what's happening, to get the latest information as regards real estate. And that is why it is called the Real Estate Market Trend, where we give you the latest trend, the latest happenings in the world of the real estate. Yes, it's 3 minutes past the hour of 1. It's Monday afternoon. God bless you all. Hope you are having a wonderful Monday. Yes, if you're ready, I am ready. Do well to like, comment, and share. I want you all to click the share button, click the like button. Also be part of the conversation this afternoon. Like you know, the real estate market trend comes your way every Monday afternoon, and this is with the aim of giving you the latest information as regards real estate. Where else are you going to get the very best of real estate conversation if not here on Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio? We begin the conversation this afternoon with the latest happenings in the world, in the real estate world. Yes, we begin this the conversation this afternoon with the latest, recent information as far as real estate is concerned. Yes, if you've just joined, this is Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio. We are Nigeria's first real estate radio in not just Nigeria, but in the whole world. This is where you get the very best of real estate conversations. Yes. I'll begin quickly with foreign real estate investors record huge losses amid rise in exchange rates. Foreign real estate investors record huge losses amid rise in exchange rate. Let's dive deep into that story. Let's see what the trend that is pushing investors to exit property market. Let us know why investors are exiting the property market. With Nigeria's naira dropping to a record against the US dollar following several policies, somersaults, by the Apex Bank, the real estate sector is feeling the heat as foreign investors are experiencing huge losses in the value of their investments and struggling with diminishing potential returns when repatriating profits to their home country. These are the best of times for foreign real estate investors as ongoing currency devaluation is harming the property market by reducing rental income and promoting huge decrease in their return on investment due to the high cost of living. This situation has reached a crisis point as investors are exiting the economy, especially the real estate sector, because the investment climate is no longer attractive. The exchange rate since the end of last year, 2023, till now has quite been unstable, with a dollar exchange close to 1,500 in the black markets. It's close to 1,005, if not up to 1,500. It's over 1,500 in the black market. Exchange rate is one of the factors usually considered by the international real estate investors in their quest to build wealth from investment properties in a foreign country. This has affected all the segments of the market as the prevailing inflationary economy has rendered prices all-time high. It is expected, since the price of goods and services went up uncontrollably, in the country after the federal government announced the removal of fuel subsidies. In the Lagos area, the price of properties, residential, commercial, and industrial, have gone up by unimaginable proportion, and the same for the yearly income by way of rentals and leases. Now, as a result of this, this is the reason why we are experiencing increase in rental services. We are going to see more, and we are going to see more. We are really going to see more, honestly speaking, if nothing is done as quick as possible to reduce the level of inflation. All right. Now, the impact of exchange rates fluctuations is particularly pronounced in the construction phase. This is primarily attributed to foreign exchange FX policies contributing to the devaluation of the naira. It has affected all aspects of the real estate industry, as property development involves raw materials like cement, paint, bitumen, equipment, doors, and roof cover, which are either imported or used in production. Now, the exchange rate is also affecting labor costs, as the workers, including consultants, purchasing power, are declining daily. Construction projects often involve sourcing materials from abroad, and the devalued currency means that a larger amount of domestic currency is needed to obtain the same quantity of imported building materials. The exchange rate problem has also affected cost of construction and impacted on developers practicing off-plan and forward sales, as price changes will affect their contract with their customers. As a result, the construction industry experiences increased costs and challenges in budgeting, thereby leading to delays and disruptions in the delivery of various projects. This dynamic underscores the significant influence of exchange rate policies on the construction sector and its overall operational efficiency. According to the Chief Executive Officer, Knight Frank Nigeria, Mr. Frank Okosun, he explained that a devalued local currency initially attracts foreign investors to the real estate market due to increased affordability. This heightened demand drives property price up. However, if the currency depreciation continues, it poses a challenge for long-term investment as it diminishes potential returns when repatriating profits to their home country. This erosion of returns discourages the enduring investment appeal traditionally associated with real estate, he said. According to him, the impact of FX and currency devaluation on foreign direct investment and inflow from Nigerians abroad is a nuanced situation. Initially, investors are drawn by the value and volume their currency can yield, making the country an attractive investment destination. However, challenges arise during the repatriation of profits. Unfortunately, we've observed a continuous year-on-year decline in capital importation, particularly in foreign direct investment. This decline stems from low investment confidence, primarily influenced by the difficulties faced in assessing foreign exchange for profit repatriation. The Nigeria's volatility and the associated challenges in securing foreign currency act as significant deterrent to potential investment. Now, one of the major effects is that foreigners are exiting the sector. Okosun said foreign brands are strategically adjusting their presence across various real estate sectors, with economic challenges playing a significant role, especially foreign exchange fluctuations, affecting the repatriation of their profits. In the retail subsector, a notable example is a major institutional investor who, in response to these challenges, listed their retail assets for sale last year. This demonstrates a dynamic response to market shifts. Now, Okosun said also that foreign exchange fluctuations are a macroeconomic challenge that reverberates across various sectors, including real estate. Addressing this issue requires comprehensive measures at the macro level. To address this, Okosun said government should stabilize the currency, support local production, improve the ease of doing business, attract foreign investment, and create a transparent regulatory environment, adding that a well-rounded approach to improve balance of trade is crucial for sustained growth in the economy before the impact trickles down to real estate sector. The former chairman, Nigerian Institution of Real Estate Surveyors and Valuers, Faculty of Real Estate Agency and Marketing, Mr. Sam Ebogbe, said with the recent trend, foreign investors are intentionally watching with caution, save those buying for other purposes like family occupation. The foreign investors, in benchmarking the value or the worth of their investment in view of the prevailing exchange rate, are recording huge loss in the value of their investment and rates of returns. He cited a typical case where an international investor in a closure of property deal worth 450 million naira last year, April, when the naira exchange at about 550 against 50 naira against the dollar black market, sold the same property in January 2024 for about 600 million naira. Now, in analyzing this transaction and benchmarking in foreign currency like the dollars, and in view of the prevailing exchange rate, it is obvious that the foreign investor would not be delighted with the outcome of this transaction. Let's look at what happened in April last year. The worth of his investment was the worst of his investment was in the neighborhood of about $818,000, while the same investment that has appreciated significantly in naira as of January 2024 is in the neighborhood of about $400,000. The same applies to the rate of returns by way of yearly income from the same property investment. Your guess is as good as mine. While foreign investors would not be willing to go by the prevailing exchange rate to invest in the real estate sector, Eboigbe, who is the principal partner, Sam Eboigbe and company, disclosed that foreign investors are presently minimizing their losses and waiting for a favorable economic climate that would restore a remarkable level of confidence to the value of the naira against the dollar. The grievances of international investors are essentially due to an unstable foreign exchange market, thus making their investment experience a downward slide in value. The investors have lost a huge amount of their resources channeled into the real estate sector, he said. He advised the government, as a matter of urgency, to declare emergency in the sector and take tough measures in reducing the pressure on the foreign currency, especially the dollars, from the government quarters. The federal government that was courageous in the removal of fuel subsidy should similarly ban all forms of foreign trips embarked upon by the officials of the government. We will make savings in foreign exchange when the president places embargo on such foreign trips. The ambassadors should be representing the president and others in such foreign outings. The official vehicles of all elected and appointed officials should be locally supplied. The entourage of all categories of elected and appointed officials should be scaled down drastically to reduce the cost of fuels. The government is further advised to demonstrate sound political will to revamp our refineries and save us the huge amount of foreign exchange required to bring in refined petroleum products. A professor of estate management, University of Lagos, Austin Ategbelu, stated that the steady decline in value of naira against major currencies has attained a crisis dimension. It's really trying to choke the economy to death. The exchange rate crisis has affected all sectors of the economy, including real estate. This is so because inputs to real also have foreign components, triggering cost push inflation and overrunning real estate-related projects, he said. According to him, with the steady fluctuations in exchange rates, it's difficult to budget for real estate projects as the cost of construction input is changing frequently without a corresponding increase in investment returns and value. Secondly, with scarcity of foreign exchange, it will be difficult to repatriate earnings related to real estate investment, while the purchasing power of citizens is on a downtrend, and this will likely diminish or erode effective demand. Otegbelu said the federal government needs to, through the Central Bank of Nigeria, develop a blueprint that will save the economy. We need to discourage wastefulness in the economy and fund more of the activities that would increase the inflow of foreign exchange into the country. The rescue mission should be total and comprehensive. It is not easy to rescue one sector like real estate and leave others because all the sectors are interconnected, he added. Now, my question and what I have to say, in as much as there is a number of suggestions, right? There is a number of suggestions, a lot of solutions that the government needs to do in order to help exchange rate. The question is, are they willing? Because it is not just enough to come and say the government needs to do this, the government needs to do that. This needs to be in place. Things needs to be put in place in order for sectors, businesses to thrive in Nigeria. But are the government willing to take some of these measures? Are they willing to take some of these steps? Are they willing to do these things that experts, professionals has come out to suggest that would in turn help the economy and also help business to grow? Are they willing to take these steps? Are they willing to bring out some of these policies? The willpower is really, really needed. The power, the ability, the willingness to do some of these things that would in turn help, several other businesses, not just the real estate business now. The willpower needs to be there. Let me bring to you the second latest update as far as real estate industry is concerned. I mean, what else do we do right here on Real Estate Market Trend if not to bring to you the latest trend as regards to real estate? Experts seek urban regeneration and to multiple taxation in real estate sector. I've been reading from the Guardian newspaper. Experts in the real estate sector have said that the massive investment in urban regeneration, embracing of technology and ending the existing multiplicity of taxes is key to boost affordable housing supply and growth. They also noted that a new focus on vertical development would help generate more green areas, affordable units to cushion the effect of undersupply of buildings in the country. Remember, I made mention of the fact that on my way to the studio this morning, I saw a lot of young men sleeping on the street, a lot of people at different bus stops. If we have affordable units that would cushion the effect of undersupply of buildings, would have some of these people, will have a lot of people out of the street. Experts spoke at Real Estate Outlook 2024 forum entitled Looking Ahead, Gulping Opportunities. Organized by Nigerian British Chamber of Commerce in collaboration with the International Real Estate Federation, Nigeria. The forum was to assess the real estate institution in Nigeria in the past 1 year, analyze and measure available opportunities in the sector. Now, leading the call, the President International Real Estate Federation, Nigerian chapter, Mr. Goldstone Okpara, explained that renewed focus on urban renewal and slum regeneration was crucial and constant need for expansion and provision of quality housing. Something I want to point out from what I've just read. Now, leading the call, the President International Real Estate Federation, Nigerian chapter, Mr. Gladstone, that's Mr. Gladstone Okpara, explained that renewed focus on urban renewal and slum regeneration. That is what I want to point out. Slum what? Regeneration. It wouldn't be bad if many of the slums that we have at different locations in Lagos State are transformed. What we have these days is government, Lagos State government, coming out to send people out of different shanties and different slums and all that, converting those places to bus stops, parks, complexes and all that, which is good. I mean, those are for commercial purpose, which will in turn generate revenue. But if we keep pursuing people out of the slums and shanties, where are they going to? New slums and new shanties are developing somewhere else. If you take them out of this environment, they are looking for somewhere else. Where are they going to? What if we regenerate these slums and make housing affordable for these people that stays in that particular environment? So if we have area boys sleeping at different slums, if we regenerate those slums and make it livable, make it an apartment, a one-room apartment, a two-room apartment, and make it affordable for those area boys, this will in turn make the environment look more sensible. All right? So, renewal and slum regeneration is very crucial and has a positive effect when it comes to expansion and provision of quality housing. Now, Mr. Gladstone expressed concern at the level of uncertainty that has engulfed the business world, triggered essentially by inconstant government policy. I have emphasized and overemphasized, and we continue to emphasize the fact that government policies in Nigeria is inconsistent. If the government of ABC party rules for the next 8 years with several policies, when another government is coming, it is scrapping that policy, bringing in new policy. There is no continuity when it comes to government policies in Nigeria. And inconsistent government policies, political instability, insecurity, and unstable local currency has made it difficult for a number of businesses to grow up. It has made it difficult for a number of businesses to grow up. Let me continue with this particular, what is it called now? Let me continue reading from this particular article I'm working with. Now, he expressed concern that the level of uncertainty that has engulfed the business world, triggered essentially by inconsistent government policies, political instability, insecurity, and unstable local currency, which have made it difficult for a number of businesses to grow up, to draw up workable long-term plans and capital for operations. Okpara explained that the government needs to create policies that enable the private sector to provide infrastructure, dive into development, and establish a conducive environment for investors to recover their capital. To him, urban renewal is important to enable a change from horizontal development to vertical structures, adding that vertical buildings would help generate more green areas, affordable and massive housing. He further lamented existing multiple taxation by the government, which he argued stifles growth and businesses in the sector. Tax is too uncontrollable in the sector. Tax is charged on the house, products, land, movement into the home, and there are no provisions for infrastructure. So individuals handle their needs and are still required to pay on them. Very, very funny. Very, very so unfortunate. The chairman, Construction and Real Estate Group, Nigerian British Council of Commerce, Mr. Hakeem Oguniro, said, despite the challenges, there are pockets of opportunities available in the estate sector which should be maximized. He noted that the estate sector in 2024 will be a year of regulatory intensity, with focus on the need for compliance by operators. He added that funding would still be difficult to assess for developers, hence the need to build flexibility and innovative funding system. Yes, he added that funding will still be difficult to access for developers, hence the need to build flexibility and innovative funding system. The question is, if funding will be difficult for developers to access, how then can we make it easy for developers to access? Because if funding is difficult for some developers to access, this can make developers begin to improvise, hence bringing substandard and unprofessional practices in the real estate sector. Now, Oguniro said technology would take the center stage. There would also be significant government intervention. Developers will experience elevated prices due to the inflation, and investors must constantly engage with due diligence and avoid suspicious purchase offers. Now, I hope all this would not begin to bring the rise of fake developers. Now, this is as a result of what has been said at this point. Let me take it again here. It says, developers will experience elevated prices due to inflation, and investors must constantly engage with due diligence. That's the word I want to pink out. Must constantly engage with due diligence and avoid suspicious purchase. Now, when we have developers not unable to access funds, when we have high increase in construction and all that, exchange rates, bohaha, and all that, this person is saying engage with due diligence. Constantly engage with due diligence. When things are not going the way it ought to go, it will now bring an increase in the rise of fake players in the real estate industry. People will then begin to take advantage of the fact that, oh yeah, okay, I mean, this is just me thinking this is just from a layman thinking, when we have, okay, so let me use this, my shekel, for example. If this shekel will go for 500 naira, because of the economic crisis and all that, this shekel is now going for 5,000 naira from 500 naira. People will start producing fake shekel for 500 naira or for 1,000 naira or for 1,500. That's what I'm trying to explain here. And that is why it is good that, you must constantly engage with due diligence and avoid suspicious purchase offers. Offers will begin to come. Offers will begin to come that look so juicy, that look so affordable. just be very, very careful and constantly engage with due diligence. All right, let me bring to you another trend. Home sales slide as prices rent surge to new high in cities. All right. The previous, what I read earlier was what I did last week. Yeah, so that was an error. Pardon me. Okay, residents suffer as power tariff at service estates spikes 79% on high diesel cost. Wow. Okay, it has been a daily dose of suffering for residents of service estates across the country who have had to contend with almost 80% increase in their power tariff following a sharp rise in the price of diesel used to power their generators. Now, I would love to hear from you if you live in an estate, what it is, what it looks like now. Yes, I would love to know what it is. What am I saying? I would love to hear from you to know what it is like when it comes to power consumption, the price of power consumption, what it used to be and what it is recently, especially those of us that live in apartments where you pay for service charge and all that. So this particular trend says that residents suffer as power tariff at service estates spikes 79% on high diesel costs. What is it like in your own estates? What is it like in your own estate? What is the previous price and what is the recent price? Let's take that. All right. Okay. I read earlier that it has been a daily dose of suffering for residents at service estates across the country who have had to contend with almost 80% increase in their power tariff following a sharp rise in the price of diesel used to power their generators. The price of diesel has in the last 2 months jumped from between 900 naira and 950 per liter to 1,300 per liter, depending on location and vendor. In February 2023, diesel was selling for 836.91 per liter. Other energy sources like gas and petroleum have also seen sharp price increase. Diesel price have been on a steady rise since last year. According to a National Bureau of Statistics reports, the average retail price of the product paid by consumers increased by 168.26% on a year-on-year basis from a lower cost of 311.98 per liter recorded in February 2022 to a higher cost of 836.91 naira per liter in February 2023. The report adds that on a month-on-month basis, an increase of 0.98% was recorded from 828.82 naira in the preceding month of January to an average of 836.91 in February 2023. Wow, this is amazing. The reports analysts link the current price jump to the effect of oil subsidy removal, which has affected prices across all consumer products, coupled with the naira devaluation and the high inflationary trend that has almost brought the economy to its knees. Facilities managers at service estates are expectedly pushing the increase in diesel price to the residents by marking up past tariff paid by the residents who are also battling with the rising food prices, children's school fees, increased transport costs, and other service charges. In a message to the residents of one of the service estates in Lagos, the facility manager, who did not want to be mentioned, noted that they are struggling to provide power to the estate because proceeds generated from the purchase of electric token could not cover the cost of their monthly power expenses. Though the manager notified the residents of tariff increase from 195 95 naira per kilowatt to 250 naira per kilowatt, representing about 30% increase. He cited a market survey showing a few estates that supply 24-hour power supply tariff is 350 naira per kilowatt, showing about 79% increase from 195 naira per kilowatt. Wow. Like I said, let me know. I would love to know, how much is your power consumption? How has it been? How was it and how is it currently? Let me take the last one for today and then I'll call it a day. All right, this one says 4 areas in Lagos with highest chances for mid-income renters to find 2-bedroom flats. So, yeah, you have to listen to this. You have to listen to this. Now, let me take it again. It's a 4 areas in Lagos with highest chances for mid-income renters to find 2-bedroom flats. I probably would have to take advantage of one of these areas. Okay, two major things rising cost has done in Nigeria in the area of housing is that it has forced many people, especially families, to change address from one level to level of settlement to another. 2 is that many people have been compelled to redefine and reimagine their accommodation. What the rental market in most Nigerian cities, particularly Lagos and Abuja, have seen in the last 8 years, which wasn't in the last 8 months, is families moving from high-browed areas to mid-income settlements, and some in the mid-income settlements moving to the suburbs. Okay, I'm looking for the parts. Okay, yeah. All right, so I just have to jump to the main part because I really need to know those areas to see if I can, just as an investor, just strike. Now, in Lagos, getting a flat for rent can be quite a tax. It is because the city's large size population makes it difficult for renters to find their desired apartment, especially at affordable cost. This explains why fraud risks in the city's rental market is very high. There are, however, some locations in the city that are considered attractive destinations for renters looking for 2-bedroom flats. The house type is not only affordable but also available. These are Lekki on Lagos Island, Surulere, Ilupeju, and Bagada, all on mainland Lagos. Okay. Apart from Lekki, the rest of these locations are populated by middle-income earners who can afford their landlord's demand from home seekers in that part of town, which are all at the city center. Now, the average price of 2-bedroom flats for rent in Lagos is 2 million per annum. The most expensive flat in the city goes for about 40 million per annum, while the cheapest cost is 350,000 naira per annum. Okay, Nigeria Property Center, an online barometer estimates the number of two-bedroom flats in the market for rent in Lagos at 1,788 units. These are the ones listed by estate agents who are everywhere in the market. Okay, so in Lekki is regarded as part of Lagos Island, and most of the trappings of high-browed area. For good reasons, it has become an attractive location for investment in real estate. This is not giving me what I'm looking for. Okay, let me jump and see if I'll get more info about the areas. Because those areas that I just read out, I'm not sure anything affordable is coming from that particular end. How can you mention Lekki? How can you mention Bagada? No, now. Those places are expensive. I was thinking of... anyway, if you have an idea of where, somebody can find affordable income, you can put that in the comment section. Now, Business Day findings show that 15.7% of people looking for houses to rent, flock to that area, while as high as 52.7% of them are looking for small size apartments, mostly two-bedroom. On the average rent for two-bedroom apartments here is 3.5 million. That's quite expensive. Okay, so it has listed Lekki, it listed Ilupeju. It says here, in Ilupeju, rent for two-bedroom flats ranges from 1 million to 2 million. Okay, the average rent for the house type here is 1.5 million per annum. The most expensive flats in the area goes for 4.9 million per annum, while the cheapest cost is 1 million per annum. Okay. I said affordable income instead of affordable housing. Oh, yeah. My bad. Permits me. All right. So, yeah, it has mentioned Lekki. Now, for Lekki, the prices it gave in Lekki is about Lekki is regarded as, okay. What are the... Okay, 2 million per annum, 40 million per annum. Okay. Now, Ilupeju, it's you can see 4.9 million per annum, 1.5 million per annum, 1 million, 2 million, and the cheapest in Ilupeju is 1 million per annum. All right. Now, let's go to Bagada. In Bagada, Bagada is another good location where two-bedroom attracts between 1 million and 2 million rent. The average rent for two-bedroom flats here is 1.7 million per annum, while the most expensive flats rents for flat rents for 2.9 million per annum. The cheapest flats in this location cost 720,000 per annum. Okay, that's okay. Now let's move to Surulere. In Surulere, rents are relatively higher because the area has location advantage of being close to Lagos Island. Yes, very true, which is the city economic hub. Average rent for two-bedroom flats in Surulere is 1.6 million per annum. The most expensive flats here goes for 3.5 million per annum, while the cheapest cost about 584,000 per annum. So, if you are considering getting cheap apartment, you might considering, looking for apartments in Surulere, Bagada, Ilupeju, and the Lekki axis. That is what this particular one, 4 areas in Lagos with highest chances for mid-income renters to find two-bedroom flats. So if you're a mid-income earner, you can afford apartments of 1 million, 1 million below, let's say between 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. For mid-income earners, you can consider looking for apartments in Lekki axis, Bagada, Surulere, and what's the other one now? That's Lekki, I mentioned. Yes, and Ilupeju. But for low-income earners, the Lord is your strength. Yeah, there is Alimosho, there is Yanopaja, there is, some other. Don't allow anybody to stress you. Just don't allow anybody to stress you. So if you work on the island and you need an apartment that is close to where you work, you can go. I mean, you can go around Abraham Adesoya, inside Abraham Adesoya, Awoyaya, Ibeju side, Ekpe side, Ado Road, just to have your apartment close to where you work. At least you probably might spend about 1,000 naira or 1,500 for transportation. But if you want to get affordable apartments for low income earners here on the island, you can just look out for places that I've just mentioned. Yes, thank you very much. That is my time. Hope I've been able to give you the latest trend as far as the real estate market is concerned. I'll be back again by 4 p.m. And do not forget to join us again on Wednesday. Yes, we'll be having a Morning Delight on Wednesday. And also we'll have real estate in Nigeria by 1 p.m. and also Voice Up by 4 p.m. God bless you all and see you again by 4 p.m.